Yeah. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got Euro.
And thank you, Coach. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington Redskins and the New York Giants. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Both set. 180. Wait. Watch up.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. From the gun, Mayfield. And he will find his man on the outside. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
Good. 180. Check my 47. Out of here. Spawn. Point it right.
Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. And now look at him go. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis with touchdown number 23 here on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. So they get the ball on the opening drive. They take it in for the score.
And how about setting the tone right away? Everyone talks about wanting to do that, but you always hear it in every locker room. First 5 minutes of the game, who's going to set the tone? Who's going to take control? Guess who just did?
Well, now on the next drive, when you score that quickly or you're scored that quickly against, probably feel like you need to respond.
Yeah, without a doubt. In other words, you've actually put the pressure even more so on your opponent.
This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh. Hey, it's coming up. Hey, let's go. Come. Watch QB drop. Keep gripping.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. And what they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Team 6.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56.
Now.
Back to throw. Eason. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hey, Foxtrot.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. We don't want this.
Looking to throw. Eason finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, exit.
56 to Mike. 56 is the Mike.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Let's go.
2nd and 4.
56 right there, 56.
Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 23.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Hey, Charlie. Ready?
On first down, Eason gets this out to Saquon Barkley. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make this a 2nd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sidelines thinking to themselves and expressing, just keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
X3, 218, chop it. Show it up. 5.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he's going to ball his way into the end zone for a Giants touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Rosas good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. Now after the run by Geis, here's 1st and 10.
Watch the slip.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield, incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Watch the run, watch the run.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. Going to take a shot for Gallup. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now Saquon Barkley. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
90, Wolf.
Double dog, that's the way.
Go.
Mike 56, Mike 56.
You ain't doing nothing today.
Go.
You ain't doing nothing today.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Watch the safety creep. 80 weapon.
These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
Ready.
56. Mutt's 56. Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
A first down carry for Barkley. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. Well, he can be a load to handle off the edge, and he can do it against the pass. Sure, he can do it against the run like he did there.
And you mentioned a load. How about having to adjust to his speed as well? Because not only does he bring some pop, he brings some dash as well. A nice play on that situation.
Smooth.
56. Mike 56.
Now.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. I'm coming for you, son.
Big grip. Big grip.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Eason. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. Now Barkley stripped of the football, and the Redskins scoop it.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense.
Regular.
Any day. Check 55.
Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. Play fake. Mayfield. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Lorenzo Carter make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. Third and long for Mayfield. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction.
Come on, let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. To throw on second down. Eason will get this out to Barkley, complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, Haywood.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Let's go.
Back to throw. Eason. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
Looking to throw. Eason. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Eason. Open man right side is Ingram. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career.
Third and 6.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down.
Mike 51. Mike 51. Too little,
Operating from the gun, Eason, and it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's fourth down. On fourth down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
From the 22, Mayfield. And he's got his man on the out route. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Throwing, Mayfield. And that will be incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. The Redskins send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
2nd and 6 at the 15-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Go, go, go.
Hey, Echo.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56.
2nd and 6. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Bravo.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Here we go.
From the gun, Eason. And the throw there going to be incomplete. And give credit to Reuben Foster, the linebacker, getting a hand in to disrupt. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Take it at the 37. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Throw left side complete. That's Love. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. 1:53 remaining in this first half of play. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
On first down, this is Geis. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Now a run with Geis, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Here we go. He's crossing. He's checking crap.
Mayfield to throw it. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And the kick by Elliott is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
That's good for a Giants first down. First and 10 at the 38.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
I know he ain't got it.
Back to throw. Eason. And this is Shepard on the catch. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Check.
Mike 56, Mike 56.
Hey, here I come.
Now.
Looking to throw. Eason. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
A short throw to Ingram. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Got it.
This quarterback now 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a first down.
Mike 51, Mike
Hey, Zoo.
51, Mike. Mike 51.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Let's go.
Back to throw. Eason. Catch made by Slayton. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
Looking to throw. Eason. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Evan Ingram in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready?
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Second and 8 at the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Hey, lock it.
Off the play fake. Eason. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ben Banagoo in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Back to throw. Eason. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Fielded just inside the 20. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. To throw on 2nd and 6. Mayfield. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
180! You must be dreaming. Alert, alert! Alert, alert!
A first down throw from Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A Redskin first down. The pickup 15 yards. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 43. Out of the gun, Geis. Tackle made that time by Dalvin Tomlinson.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
From the 39, Mayfield. This is the tight end, Njoku. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants 16.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Redskins have once again taken the lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now 17-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
56, the mic, boys, 56. Check, 56.
Out.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
56.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Hey, exit. Yo, 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 go, go.
Right there, 56.
Go.
To throw on 3rd down, Eason. Able to find Isabella. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Okay, ready?
Mike, 56, right there, 56. Coming!
Hey, wahoo!
To throw again, Eason. A short throw to Ingram. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Well, they were unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on third down. Operating from the gun, Eason. Got a man, Slayton. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 29-yard line.
That's another Giants first down. First and 10 at the 20.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's first and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
I'm coming after you. Ready?
Taylor. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at about the Redskins' 19-yard line. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches.
6-6, pull it high. Get it.
From the gun, Eason. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56. You go night night. Let go. Go night night.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So on 4th down, on comes the Giants kicker, Aldrick Rosas. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And the kick by Rosas is good. And that will tie things at 17 all. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2nd and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Check 26, check 26.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
First down, Washington.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
You better be afraid of me. Kill, kill, kill. Turn it up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn it up. Watch the ship.
King.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Shotgun handoff now to Geis. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Mayfield. And he will find his man on the outside. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
You got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. Pistol. 15. Check 15. Check.
Following the penalty, it's Geis. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. Able to pick up a healthy chunk of yards, 7-yard gain, but a tough 3rd and 9 upcoming.
And it's third down.
Set. 180. Run.
55, Mike. 55. Man, we got to get this stop here.
From the gun, Mayfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
I got you. You're all mine, baby. Get this. You're all mine. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
That's fine.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This one caught by Isabella. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Throwing on first down. Eason finds his tight end Ingram. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Evan Ingram, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Rosas good with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline? And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Lorenzo Carter in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. That's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Recon, 132 fighter.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And he's got his man on the out route. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Regular.
Here's Geis. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. Off to Geis on the screen. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 15-yard line. Back to the ground game now with Geis. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Hey, alert!
Mayfield looks to throw. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Bryce Love, his first touchdown on the year, as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
At the 24-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Hey, high 7.
56, Mike, 56.
I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56. Down to lose one.
Looking to throw on second down. Eason toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, and it'll bring up third down. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game, but a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that. That can finish things off for them.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. You rush.
Hey, Echo.
56, Mike, 56.
And the blitz does come. That's complete to Slayton. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56.
Operating from the gun. Eason gets this out to Saquon Barkley. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll make it 2nd down.
At the 43-yard line.
Here we go. 60 or.
Let's go, defense.
Hey, Delta. Now.
2nd and 2. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards the pickup there.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
On the ready.
Boys, 56. Check 56.
Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball.
They'll run on 1st down. Barkley, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Ready, break.
56.
Hey, tight down. There you go.
Five.
56 to Mike. 56 is to Mike.
I'm coming after you.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
To throw on 2nd down. Eason. This one is Slayton over the middle. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 21.
At this stage, you've got to hustle, got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game.
Come on, set. 30 base.
56. Tackle.
Hey, watch it.
Ready.
On 1st down, Barkley. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. And they're going to get the timeout called. What a finish. We're down to 4 seconds to go in this football game. And right now it all rests on the right foot of Aldrick Rosas. He made his only attempt earlier. This for the win. And Rosas pulled it. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
This is fielded at the goal line. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Now a first throw here in overtime. He'll get this out to Barkley complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down. He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good. Solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield, goes underneath. Nice game.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the air, you're looking for those chunk plays, those big ones downfield. Instead, as you noted, takes the check down, dumps it off, gains good yardage anyway. Really well executed.
Looking to throw. Eason. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. Watch the block, motion, block.
Back to throw. Eason. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll make it a second down.
At the Redskins' 46-yard line.
Ready, ready. 70, Indy.
They can't hang with us.
Go. Hey, exit.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check, 56.
Hit it.
Looking to throw. Eason. That ball complete to Isabella. 23 yards the pickup there. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Ready up.
56, Mike, 56.
General West.
Tight end to the right, boys. Tight end to the right. Move. Hey. 4 down, 4 down, 4 down.
Yes.
Motion. 56 to Mike. 56 is the Mike. Cut.
Hey, Charlie.
56. Mike, 56 right there.
There go.
On 1st and 10, Eason. And to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
2nd and 11. And this is Shepard on the catch. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Giants, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Redskins, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now.